Greetings. Elder Blacklight, your motivator. I decided to reference this movie, The Spook Who Sat by the Door. I got some videos up entitled, This is War. This movie right here, you don't hear too many people referencing, even commenting on Spook Who Sat by the Door. You see them breaking down and analyzing all other movies. And the movies that they break down, really, some of them are significant, like The Matrix. I find that movie very, very significant. And beyond that movie, and maybe for our superheroes, Spawn, Michael J. White. And other than that, I don't too much put any weight on the other movies. But now this movie here, Spook Who Sat by the Door, and another movie I'm going to spotlight later on, The Warriors. These movies here are very, very, very significant. I'm going to break them down as I see it. I was born in 1946 into the Nation of Islam. 7 years old, my mother, she got out the nation when I was 7 years old. But as I've been saying, for those who follow me, that my uncle, grandmother, aunt, all of them were in the NOI. And the rest of my family mostly were gangsters. So you see them two chessmen, African chessmen. That's as the movie opens. So we're gonna get into this movie.
All right, this is the gun lab for the re-election, so give it to me straight.
Well, there are no major defectors for campaign contributions, dear. The war chest is in excellent shape.
Good. Very good.
Now stop right there. The war chest is in excellent shape. First of all, let me go back a little bit. This movie was produced and funded by black people. Hollywood, they took the movie to Hollywood, but Hollywood really didn't study the movie. When they started studying the movie, they seen how many ideas there was formulated in the movie, and they took the movie off the shelf. They took the movie off the market and tried to put it on the shelf. And this brother started working underground with the movie. Now that's how we're going to have to do all the time. Now, getting back to the movie itself, this politician, he said, what kind of money we got stacked? And they said, well, we doing good. Now, them days, it took quite a bit of money to run for president or whatever. But nowadays, it's astronomical. Millions and millions of dollars you got to have. So that leave your real leaders out of the political game. So that tell you that ain't the way to go.
What is our image? Huh?
We've programmed the latest poll, Senator. Lewis Harris gave us a random pattern sampling with peer group anchorage. Gallup, a saturation vertical syndrome study with horizontal personality backstopping. And NORC ran an ethnic study with racial and religious breakdown, status group compensation, and socioeconomic balancing.
Yes, good. But am I winning or losing?
Losing, Senator.
Losing. But why? The computers had me ahead last December.
It checks out on both computers, plus the one we have as a safety valve backstopping cross-check. If the elections were held today, you would lose by 1.846 percentile.
1.846 percentile. Oh, yes. The computers don't lie.
Isn't there a possible breakthrough with any of the peer groups? How are we doing on the Jewish vote?
The senator's solid with the Jews, Mrs. Hennington. The Negroes are the trouble spot.
The need.
Now let's break down this. This reminds you of Donald Trump when he went to these black churches, you know. And they all go to the black churches. But nowadays, they tamper with the votes. They tamper with the votes, and they know how to get to our preachers, teachers, you know, and they got enough money. That's why, you know, they spread that money around. They buy off votes, preachers, or whatever. See, this movie right here is very, very significant. And I'm going to be analyzing and breaking down things to you. It's a war. It's a war, but y'all don't see it as a war. Let's go a little further, then I'm going to comment a little more.
Negroes. I'm the best friend those people have in Washington.
The computers indicate a sharp decline immediately after your law and order speech last winter.
When Donald Trump said, "Let's make America great again" speech. Remember that?
All right. Now let's see if we can come up with some ideas here. First, how do we retrieve the lost Negro black vote?
Gil, why don't we accuse the CIA of a racially discriminatory hiring policy? They have no Negroes, except on a menial level, you know.
Certainly. I mean, that may be it.
I'm positive, but I'll check it out with our man over at Personnel.
Good.
Whoever they select will be the best-known spy since 007.
Now stand. Raise your right hand.
Now,
I'm at team online.
we're gonna break it down right here. First of all, you see how they use strategy on all different levels. So they're gonna accuse the CIA, you know, of bad racial practices. Get token black put in there. The spook who sat by the door is really on a macro level, the black man behind enemy lines here in the United States. We know subliminally and subconsciously how to Caucasian works, but we refuse to see it. Why we refuse to see it is because our mothers refuse to see it. You know, they want the Caucasian to adopt you as their child, and they figure like no harm would come to you if you use the white man's status symbols. You know, a diploma, you know, standing upright, church-going citizen. Have plenty, the white man's dollars. Money is a status symbol. That's all it is. And they figure like if you got this, the white man won't look down on you so much. You know, because they believe that the black woman believe that her people are savages and ignorant because they don't act or not looked upon, the white man don't look upon us as worthy. That goes for all the darker people though. So we're going to analyze this a little further. Stay tuned.